I'm going to talk about media formatters that are available in ASP.NET Web API. So there are different data types that are available in the ASP.NET Web API. One is XML, then JSON, then we have JSON, and then we have form URL encoded data, and also we can have some custom data formatters. So when we try to go ahead with the custom data format, uh, we have to actually implement a custom class for that. And so when we go with the custom formatters, let's say we want to implement a CSV formatted CSV data formatting component. So for that we need to have custom class which will basically inherit the formatters class from ASP.NET Web API. So now just to see the example of a CSV data formatter, let's look in the code. So in here I have this Web API application, and in this I have this get all persons method in person controller. So and then I have a custom formatting class which I have written, which is basically doing the formatting of the data that is being sent to the client. Now this is the custom formatting class which actually gets derived from buffered media type formatter. This buffered media type formatter is available in system.net.http.formatting. There are a couple of methods out here which we need to implement in our custom formatter. One of them is write to stream, and also if we want to read the formatted data from the client, then we can say we can implement these methods also, read from stream. And then we have similar overloads of asynchronous calling. So this is the very parent media type formatter class which has got more methods, but Microsoft has written interface right or basically abstract class right in front of this class. So in Web API 2.0, we have to use this class, not this one. Earlier versions we were supposed to use this one. So this is my basically you can say CSV media type formatter. You can see in the constructor over here we have to add the header, media type header, which is text CSV text. So and then we have to add the encoding in also the ISO encoding. So this basically tells the client the caller, or basically the web API framework, that this custom formatter is going to format data in this format, and these are the supporting encoding. Now then we have three more constructors which are basically overloaded, and then here we have a method which says can write type. So this basically tells this formatter or ASP.NET Web API framework that these are the types that are allowed by this custom formatter to be formatted. So this is our entity class, person entity, which we are specifying here, that these are the possible types that can be formatted. So in single entity can be formatted, and a collection of this entity can also be formatted. Then there is another method which says that each type is enumerable. Yeah, so if it is an enumerable type collection, then it will return true and false. These methods are internally called by the Web API framework. And then we have this method out here, which is getting derived from the base class, from this buffered media type formatter class. So write to stream is the method which actually do the work. So this is where we are specifying encoding setting. Then we are creating a new stream writer out here, and this stream writer is actually doing the CSV formatting one by one. You can see here it is taking the collection of persons, then it is looping through it for each person. In persons, write the item. Then write item is method which is written over here. So you can say I'm basically here uh, saying that person object need to be CSV formatted. So we can specify first field as person ID, then we have person first name, last name, and then person's date of birth. So, this is the code which actually do the CSV formatting. And the beauty of media formatters in ASP.NET Web API is that once we enable these formatters in our Web API configuration, this guy will automatically be called by Web API. We are not supposed to do anything. There is nothing, no coding is required. So you can see here, this is the custom class which we have written, which is getting derived from buffered media type formatters. And then we have this setting out here. And then there are a couple of more settings, like you can see here, I'm removing XML formatter and JSON formatter. So these are basically JSON formatter, and these are default formatters of ASP.NET Web API. If we do not disable them, then our formatting will not be done in CSV. So in order to enable CSV formatting, we have to write this one and disable XML formatter and JSON formatter. Okay, then we have this person controller out here. In this, I am returning a collection of person entity, which is get all persons. So now let's run it and see how it goes. So I'm running this application. This is a ASP.NET Web API application, and then I'm loading my Web API host project, which is this one. And then this is once it is called, then it will come out here. But I by mistake called it, so I'll say F5, F5, and then yeah, one sec. Yeah, so this is how it is returning the data as of now, but we need to have data in this format out here. So I'll call this method from here, and then I'll say it. You can see the college come out here now, and then it is pulling all the person objects from here, and then it is returning them. So now I'll say F5. Now you can see it is calling the can write type, so it is checking if this collection can be written or not. Yeah, so this is getting called automatically from Web API config. So it's checking for all the types that are there. So we can see that there's a collection, so it is looping through that collection again here, and then it's moving through this. Yeah, so now you can see here the person object collection has been thrown up as a as a CSV formatted. Now we can open this file in text. So you can see here, this is person ID, comma, John, comma, Smith, first name, last name, and then date of birth. So the collection that we were earlier getting is being CSV formatted. So you can see this is an example of CSV formatting. Now I'll show you if we disable this uh, uh, this formatting out here, uh, CSV media formatting, and then enable JSON. So by commenting this, so by default JSON formatting is enabled. Now if I run this application now and see what it returns, then you can see here that it is going to return JSON, not the CSV formatted data. So it's come here, although formatting is being called up, but the data will be returned in JSON. So you can see here, this is JSON. Why it is returning JSON? Because I have commented out the formatter. Which formatter I commented? I commented this CSV media formatter. Now let's enable it, and then disable the XML formatter here, and then this time again I'll build it, and then we will try it from uh, Google REST client. So here I have this Google REST client, Chrome REST client basically. So I have this URI which is running as of now. So since we are calling get method on this person controller, so let me try running it and see what it returns. You can see here it's returning the collection, and you can see the raw format. But then again, if I go here and disable these two guys, then I will get CSV formatted data. Let's run it. Build. Build is successful, and then let's run it from Chrome REST client. It's loading the data, and so it's pulling the data. Now here you can see this 1 comma first name comma last name comma date of birth. So this data is now coming in CSV format. So this was an example of how we can use CSV custom formatter to format our data which we get from ASP.NET Web API. Similarly, we can have different type of formatters. One we can have for image, one we can have for some other type of formatting. Say if we want to do formatting for feeds, so we can do that also. So this was how we can use custom media formatters and ASP.NET Web API. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.